Hey, you're listening to the only podcast recorded by an author walking her dog. That's right, you're here with Jaimie Engle and Ahsoka Tana, learning how to write a book that doesn't suck. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about accessories. Oh, that's a weird one, huh? I thought so too, that's why we're doing it. Accessories. Okay. First one that comes to mind, I'm going to totally bust out my age here. But Knight Rider. That car was pretty awesome. But it had some accessories, right? You had that cool watch, which we have now. The first thing I did when I got my Apple iWatch was say, Kit. So those are some pretty cool accessories. Accessories can become characters, can't they? They can become parts of the setting. They can become part of the plot. They can move your story forward in ways you didn't plan. You know, I just walked right into a bee, like literally in my face, a bee. That's an accessory I don't want. Oh, sorry. Accessories can be props that make your character unique. Props that when we see the prop, we don't even have to see the character, right? Think about Dumbledore or Gandalf. You know, they've got the staffs, they've got their props. I mean, Harry Potter, all of those wizards have those. They all have unique wands to their personality. Like, those are characters in and of themselves, you know? You think about what the core is made of, what the wood is made of, and what type of magic is placed inside of it because of those elements. The wand chooses the wizard, right? Look at the broomstick of the Wicked Witch of the East. She's worse than the other one, by the way. You know, that prop became the thing that she used to try and kill Dorothy, and became the thing that Dorothy used to prove she had killed her. I mean, it's things like that, props. Props can be pets. Props can be, accessories. Accessories can be pets. You know, if you think about a character who has a dog that they just adore, or a gerbil, or a ferret, or a lion, or a tiger, if you've been watching The Tiger King, those accessories become so ingrained with the character and who they are that if we do lose them, if the dog does die, we're devastated, right? Accessories can be things from the character's past that won't go away, right? They can be elements that are so brutal or so problematic or so unsolved that those accessories become traits that really drive the whole story. And I'm thinking of Batman offhand. You know, I guess watching your parents get gunned down would kind of mess up any kid, right? And I know these are all plot points and character choices, and there's a lot of other fancy words for them. And there are a lot of things that we have to do in every single story, just anyway. But what I want you and I to think about when we're writing are making sure that our character has at least one accessory to set them apart from the rest. It could be an accent, you know? You could have a character that has a very, very strong Southern accent, or a very clipped tone in their voice, or a very flowery and poetic word choice. They could have some weird catchphrase that they always say. You know, it takes two to tango. And they say that about everything, even when it doesn't make sense, you know. But when you're building your books, what makes your characters and your story unique is those accessories, really. It's how do you turn the protagonist into Luke Skywalker? How many books are there? Seriously, how many books are there that have the prophetic kid who rises to greatness and saves the world? How many books have that as their theme, as their storyline, as their plot, as their main, vein that the story's built on? Lots and lots. Why did Luke stand out? There are a lot of reasons why Luke stood out. But I know several of them were the accessories. And in his case, he had friends. He had a past. He had a saber, right? He had accessories. So what I'm encouraging you today is to go through your work. And I want you to look at places where you have space to add accessories. And that might be a place where you can give your character a trinket. Maybe he has something in his palm, and when he's nervous, he rubs it. Good morning. Maybe he has a certain jacket he has to wear because he feels lucky, or a pair of drawers or something. Maybe he has some stupid catchphrase that he says over and over again. Good morning. Good, how you doing? Good. Oh, my dog's saying hello too. Find a place in your story where you have an opening, I guess, for your accessory. It's there, I promise you, and your story will be richer because of it. If you have this character and then you give him a pet, right? You've just changed all the stakes, and you've just made things more important. And you might have even given him a reason to come home or to leave home, right? Back to the Wizard of Oz. Look at Toto, man. Toto was just an accessory, but Toto was the catalyst for all of it, right? So go back through your stories and find those places where you've already left a place card for an accessory. Put one in. Find the places where your story doesn't sound different. Your characters don't have unique accessories. Give them something. Give them a watch, a hair bow, a net, a sneaker. Find something. Go look at other books that you love, other films you love. Sometimes I like to look at films because films condense the book and take out the most important features most of the time. So when I'm studying, I don't necessarily want to sit down and read a 300-page book, but I can watch a 2-hour movie and really learn a lot about storytelling from that. Holes is a great example. Holes is a beautiful story, and it has that secondary story woven throughout. Two secondary stories woven throughout that all collide to make this amazing work of fiction. So find moments like that in your book. Find onions that can redeem you. And if you don't know what I mean, go read Holes. Well, guys, that's it for today. I hope you found something valuable in this podcast. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out all the podcasts here on Space Coast Podcast Network, actually. They're all pretty awesome. I do have a free Facebook group. It's of the same name. Go to groups, find Write a Book That Doesn't Suck, and please join. We'd love to have you. And in that space, you are welcome to share your thoughts, ask questions, and even suggest topics for future podcasts, which I would love to receive. If you want more information like this podcast is based off of my critically acclaimed book, Write a Book That Doesn't Suck, that you can grab on Amazon or on my website at jaimieengle.com. And it is chock filled with more amazing and interesting and, hey, maybe this could work type facts. I would be happy to sign a copy and send it to you. Guys, my goal here is to help you and I both write better books so we can sell books and get our stories into readers' hands. Thanks for hanging out with me in Ahsoka. Till next time, happy writing.